Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. Today I'm back with another video, and in this video I'll be sharing some amazing transitional sort of year-round vanilla fragrances that you need to try. In this video I have some Arabian perfumes, I have some niche perfumes, so if you love vanilla fragrances then this video is for you. Hey friend, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another one. I'm so excited to jump into this video, but before we do, if you're new here, I want to say thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. On this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, I sprinkle in a little bit of lifestyle, and in every single video, there is some encouragement. So if any of those things sound good to you, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. The first fragrance I have here is an oldie but goodie. This is a niche fragrance, and this vanilla is unlike any other vanilla I have in my collection. This is Escapade Gourmand by Miz Mataha. This vanilla is very sugar forward and it is a very musky vanilla. That is why it's a little bit different than any of the other vanillas I have in my collection. I don't think that prior to this fragrance I experienced a musky vanilla. This is also very tonka bean forward, so it's like this vanilla that's made up of like brown sugar, tonka bean, and it is very musk forward, so it wears very lightly and it's very airy. This vanilla is also one that reminds me of the fluffiest, most velvety, lightest, and most delectable crème brûlée. That's what this fragrance is. It is the finest crème brûlée at the finest French restaurant somewhere in Paris. At least that's where my imagination takes me when I smell this fragrance. As you can see, I have thoroughly enjoyed this fragrance. The juice has gotten so much darker because the fragrance is even more vanillic and even more brown sugar forward now over a year later. I also have a backup bottle of this fragrance that I have not touched yet because I just knew I didn't want to be without this perfume in my collection. This is Miz Mataha's Escapade Gourmand. So speaking of very light and fluffy and whipped creamy feeling vanilla perfumes, this next one is also equally creamy and light and delectable and whipped and perfect for year-round use. This is Empire Victor by Heartage. So again, this is one of those vanilla fragrances that wears very lightly. This one is not musk forward like the previous fragrance, but it does wear pretty lightly. However, it is such a gorgeous fragrance. It lasts forever on the clothes, and I absolutely love the way I feel when I have this on. It's also one of those fragrances that makes me feel very cozy and like a hug in a bottle. This one is one that is lemon forward. There are some different elements in this fragrance. This one is a little bit more nuanced than the previous one. It's not quite as linear. Although I do consider this a linear fragrance, it's not quite as flat as Escapade Gourmand. This one has a little bit more character, if you will. So as you can see by the notes there, you have some florals, you have a caramel note, and then you have your vanilla and musk. And although those are both base notes, I feel like this is a very vanilla forward fragrance, but not quite as musky as, say, Escapade Gourmand. It is currently raining over here, so if you hear the background noise, that's what that is. Beautiful raindrops falling outside. It's a rainy day, but the show must go on. So anywho, this is a fragrance that when I put it on, I just feel enveloped in the warmest, sweetest, most fluffiest cloud of perfume. It's like a hug in a bottle. A little goes a long way. It lasts a very long time. This is such a great value for the price, and this performs like any expensive niche perfume. This is Heartage's Empire Victor. This next one is the perfect year-round and transitional vanilla because it is such a classic scent profile. This is one that went viral, and for good reason. It smells like a designer fragrance that is very well loved. This is Angham by Latafa. I do think that this is a unisex fragrance. It is a bit more feminine leaning, but I feel like anyone can wear this and enjoy it. And I feel like that about the previous two as well. I do think Empire Victor is a tad bit more feminine leaning, but again, anyone can wear it and enjoy it, as well as Escapade Gourmand. This fragrance is perfect for year-round use. I can see this being worn in an office setting, going out to dinner, going out with friends for brunch, going shopping, going to a doctor's appointment, a school pickup, right before bed. I can truly picture this one in a myriad of scenarios because it is very versatile. It is so classic and polished and put together, yet still very warm and sweet and inviting. What I love about Ang Ham is it has a very zesty and zingy and bright opening, and then it has a lavender note. So it's giving kind of like this fresh, spicy, soft, spicy sort of feel to where it doesn't feel overly warm or dense, but it still has those warm and sweet elements. I also love the delicious praline note that is at the mid of this fragrance, as well as that cacao. I think they blended them perfectly in this fragrance. It's not necessarily praline or cacao forward. I just feel like those notes kind of blend together perfectly so that this fragrance feels subtly sweet and, like I stated before, very warm. There's also amber and vanilla at the base of this fragrance, and this fragrance is a little bit musky, but it's not a musk forward fragrance. It's mostly a fresh, soft, spicy vanilla with warm and sweet and delicious elements to it, and a very timeless lavender note. This is Ang Ham by Latafa. Recently, I stopped at the Ker-leen counter at my local Neiman Marcus, and I got a sample of the original version of this fragrance. And what prompted me to do that is this fragrance right here. This was a fragrance that was sent to me by Juliana's Perfume. This is Double Decadence. Double Decadence is one of the most beautiful combinations of timeless, but also extremely cozy and inviting and warm that I've ever smelled. I love how classy and put together and polished this fragrance feels, but it is also comforting enough to spritz on over my PJs at night before I crawl under my comforter. I don't know how they do it, but that combination is just so beautiful. Double Decadence smells so much like the original. It's insane. This fragrance is so good. It captures the essence of the original so wonderfully. This is my sample. So smelling these two side by side, you all, honestly, the only difference I can pick up, and this wasn't intended to be a comparison video, but the only differences I can pick up right now are that one, Double Decadence is more powdery than the original, and two, Double Decadence feels a bit more vanillic and a bit more fluffy than the original. The difference is truly negligible. It's literally the smallest difference. So close to the original. This one has gotten stronger because I have had it for a while now. So the vanilla is coming through even more. This one lasts all day long on the clothes. I've done the PJ test with it, and it's lasted throughout the night. It was still on my PJs when I awoke in the morning. So this is good, y'all. This is Double Decadence by Juliana's Perfume. And the last fragrance I have here is Barakat Gentle Gold by Fragrance World. I have spoken about this fragrance in detail, so I will link the video where I compared this to the original right here. If you're not aware, this is supposed to be similar to Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK. I do think that this is a very beautiful inspiration, and again, to hear more of my in-depth thoughts, visit the video where I talked all about this fragrance. Barakat Gentle Gold, similar to Ang Ham by Latafa, is another very fresh feeling, fresh spicy, soft spicy sort of vanilla fragrance. So I think any type of vanilla that's either musky or has those fresh spicy, soft spicy elements will be perfect to transition from season to season and can be enjoyed year round. This fragrance has juniper berries at the top. At the mid you have coriander and nutmeg, and at the base you have a beautiful and rich amberwood, a silky smooth vanilla, and musk. You have earthy elements in this fragrance, fresh and sort of green feeling elements in this fragrance, aromatic elements, woody elements here, and also a gorgeous vanilla. If you have not smelled Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK, I highly recommend getting your nose on that original fragrance. It is a masterpiece. I think this one is a worthy inspiration if you're on a budget and your budget does not allow you to splurge on the real thing. It's a nice replacement that will suffice. This one is a beautiful inspiration, but the original is a masterpiece. Oh, this one has gotten better with time, you all. So this is one that you have to let cook for a little bit. You have to let it macerate. It will get better with time. Right now, that aromatic component, the vanilla mixing with the woodiness, all of those elements are even stronger than they were when I first received this fragrance. So I imagine the longer this one sits, the closer it will get. This is definitely a steal for the scent profile. If you enjoy the scent profile and you're on a budget, you have to try this one. It's really good. This is Barakat Gentle Gold by Fragrance World. So we have come to the end of the video. If you're still here and you found this video helpful, entertaining, enjoyable, go ahead and give it a thumbs up on your way out. That helps my channel continue to grow. I wanted to pause here and say thank you so much for all of the love that I have been getting on my videos. I'm so grateful for every single like, every single comment. I see the comments. I make it my point to respond back to as many comments as possible and really connect with you all. It is such a beautiful thing to see some of the same faces because I feel like it really allows me to get to know you. So if you have a thought, if you just want to say hi, whatever it may be, it can literally be just an emoji. Don't be afraid to leave your comments because I look forward to responding back and engaging with you all. So thank you so much in advance for all of the love and support. If you're here and you enjoy fragrance content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss another video. Also, don't forget to check the description box for the link to my new 30-day devotional for those of you who want to grow in your relationship with God. Maybe you want to grow in your discovery of self, or maybe you're just someone that enjoys a good self-improvement journey. This devotional is a 30-day glow up journey from the inside out. If you're interested, it is available now on Amazon. Check the description box. And for those of you who are still waiting on it and you may be international, I am working on an Etsy shop. Good news, I now have the devotional on Etsy. The Etsy link will be in the description box. So if you're international, you can now purchase my new 30-day devotional, Align and Reign. So thank you for your patience. I'm so grateful for you. So today, before you head out, I want to remind you that your words matter. Your words can either build up or tear down yourself or those around you. You have to be intentional about your words. For example, sometimes I'll be talking about something with a friend or a family member, and I'll literally catch myself mid-sentence when I'm about to speak something that is negative or less than positive. And I will change it around right then and there and say, I'm going to believe this. I'm going to speak this. And that is literally how intentional you have to be when you're practicing speaking more positively and speaking life into yourself and into those around you. Our words have so much power. And because I know this to be true, I tend to guard my ears as well. So I make it a point to consume more positive content than content and music that is negative or less than, or is not productive or conducive to a positive mindset for me. As always, I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Mwah. Bye.